under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next. Severino gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping in, Albert Almora. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. In there, no balls and a strike.
First pitch, 7-0
Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. So a solo home run here on just the second pitch of the ball game. His first homer so far in the series, and they've taken a one-run lead.
You talk about setting the tone for your team offensively. Everyone's allowed to relax now, pass the baton mentality, and if that's any indication where these next 9 innings are going, buckle up, fans.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jason Stewart.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is chopped down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Get there, it's a foul ball. Severino has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach. Not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Frazier is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. pitch on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And that misses 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
The 1-2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But another look here at the solo shot leading off the ball game. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He's a little bit, he reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88 to 91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. His matchup numbers with Hendricks, just a 1 for 9. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0 home. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. To Smoke at first, and they get them both. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
To the plate now, David Rosario, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to first. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down 1-0. Here's Javier Baez, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Here's the first pitch to him. foul tip held onto here at strike one. And it's fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, yeah.
Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Baez aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Kyle Schwarber becomes the first out of the inning. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. Here's Addison Russell, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these 2 teams took to get where they are tonight. To the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit to short. Baez has it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Kyle Schwarber. I'm sure if we were in the trust tree, he would still want to be behind the dish controlling this pitching staff. But he's gone to the outfield, worked his tail off, and he handles it adequately with a nice arm. And it's only going to get better with the more time he puts in out there.
He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Justin Smoke, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering on its way. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoke. His first homer here in the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
So here's Albert Almora next. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Second at bat for him, and remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Judge is there to put it away for out number 1.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Hayward, 30 years of age. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. In front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ball and a strike. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Next will be the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
This one's down to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, guys, that's not how we draw it up. You want to stay back on that pitch and drive it up the middle the other way. But he got out and around it and was still able to find his way for a knock.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit on the ground to third. There's one. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far. So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Clint Frazier. Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 side. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Liner towards second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. Cubs 4-hole hitter Wilson Contreras looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Line towards center field. Hicks is right there, 1 down. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. First pitch coming, here it is. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Judge looks up. Gone! We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Dan, although the wind's blowing in right here, these guys are staying on the attack and driving balls out.
You know, one of the things, D-Row, it's psychologically, it always feels better if you're a pitcher to go ahead and attack the zone with the wind blowing in. If you can keep the ball in the big part of the ballpark, you feel like you have a fighting chance, even with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Go to the meeting order, make them put the ball in play.
The 0-1 on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Hicks is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Addison Russell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. In the air out toward right field. Judge is under it. And the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The second baseman,
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back toward the mound. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Send it back right where it came from.
So now to the plate, David Rosario, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Still 2-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Hit sharply on the ground. Step on the bag for 1. For Smoke at first, and they get them both.
Good pitch on the ground ball there, and an even better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn 2. Pretty smooth.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. The Yanks held in check, still down 3-0. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Corey Dickerson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Center field. Hicks is under it. 1 out.
now batting, the first baseman, Justin Smoke.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and 1 strike. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The 1-2. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Here's another 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr., as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's down into left center for a base hit. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Little chopper back to the mound. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Andujar. First delivery to him on the way. Base hit to right.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Into the box, Jose Iglesias. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. In now, Clint Frazier. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dio. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in. It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And that'll plate the run from second as the lead shrinks to 1 at 3-2 now.
Second baseman, Renzo.
To the plate now, Torres. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 5 innings complete. Cubs lead it 3-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. His first homer so far in the series, and it gives the Cubs a 4-2 lead. Catcher Wilson Contreras. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Judge is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The bat, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Torres has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 4-2 Chicago. Stepping into the box, David Rosario. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
He pulls this one into right. Hayward is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready for another shot now, Aaron Judge. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Grounded to the right, fielded cleanly. throw gets him. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Hicks. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
And right into the shift. There's Baez. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still down by a count of 4-2. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Wind up and the 0-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box, Addison Russell. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Count even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0-for-2 for him to this point. And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt here, goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that is off the wall.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Justin Smoke will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So we'll leave after 6 rather nondescript innings of work as he stands to be the loser in this one. Domingo Germán comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
5 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he will take strike 3 called as those runners stay put at second and third, and there's 1 away now. Albert Almora will stand in to try it again as we take you back to the top of inning number 1. Here he was leading off the ball game as he got things off on the right foot with a solo home run. He's set and the pitch. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he is safe at the plate as they continue to pile on. It's now a 7-2 ball game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Chris Bryant will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. From the stretch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first-pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Cubs are on top, 7-2. Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hard hit ball to short. Baez fields it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Now back, the designated hitter, Miguel.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. Hit out towards second. Russell ranging to his right, and quickly there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first two guys made outs on just one pitch. What are they doing up there?
On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras.
The catcher, number 40.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Wilson Contreras becomes the first out of the inning. And that brings up Javi Baez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
1 out, nobody on. On the ground to second for Torres. Scooped up, and that's the second out.
The batter, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Here it comes on 0-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're on top 7-2. Standing in, Clint Frazier.
Leading up for the Yankees, the left fielder, Clint.
First pitch on its way. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. DJ LeMahieu singled home run in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Now back, second baseman, Torres.
So striding in, Torres hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hard hit at third. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We're on to the 9th here in Game 1. The Cubs lead this one 7-2. At the plate, Addison Russell. They'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-1 home. To 1-2 now. The pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
You close him on the fastball there. Addison Russell becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Hicks. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Justin Smoke comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Runner at second here with one man out. Ball one.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. Torres has it, and there's out number 2.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Albert Almora, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Jason Hayward would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
At the plate, Jason Hayward. And their runners at the corners now. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
1-0.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment. I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
At the plate, Chris Bryant. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt. Down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Zach Britton takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. First pitch on its way.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Grounded back up the middle, and this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead they might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Right side, reined in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs lead it 9-2. Brad Brock, the right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. Standing in, David Rosario, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Schwarber is there. 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aaron Judge. He was a ground-out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
This one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
You know what? what I'm reaching for. Shot my 3, who's keeping score? Two waiting, need more. 1 mile till we make it home. Get a bag, get paid, get low. Ben Frank, don't stop, press go. Pick it up, lot of money on the flow. Keep shaking, 100 days, 100 poles. Hang odds, trap, put you all over my snap.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Chicago Cubs win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Kyle Hendricks is credited with the win. Luis Severino allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.